Hi, this is Gaurav Dayal from BollywoodSounds, and I'm here to demonstrate a few of the MIDI files that come as a folder with the plugin. It comes with a set of 100 MIDI files, and all of them are actually organized very nicely into different folders of different rags or ragas, and it specifies the key and the tempo. Although, of course, with MIDI files, you can shift the tempo up and down without any problem whatsoever. And every folder contains a set of chords and phrases and some combinations. So this is especially useful for those people who are not very familiar with Indian music and would like to see the kind of scales and phrase ideas that the instrument is capable of performing. So let's start. I'm just going to drag this into the harmonium track and let's play it. So you can see it's a beautifully performed phrase. Let me show you that you can also transpose this particular MIDI file. You can take this, of course, in any sequencer. Let's shift the key 5 semitones up. So according to your preference, you can switch on the key noise or not. In this case, I will not switch on the legato mode because there are chords. So to incorporate the chords, we need to keep the legato mode off. Cool. So now let's also see if we can, how we can change tempo, of course. So these are all performances made by BAWA SAHNI, who's an awesome musician, and it was nice of him to come down to the studio and actually demo the instrument and give us some of these files for your use. So these are, of course, royalty free. You can use them in whatever music that you like. It's included in the Harmonium package. Let's see some other phrases. Okay, let's play it at the tempo that is intended to be played at, and let's switch on the legato and the key noise. Let's see. There you go. So it sounds great. You can, of course, also try some of the phrases in the vintage flavor, which I really like. Let's take a folk kind of phrase. I'm just randomly picking them, of course. So let's see what this sounds like, and its intended tempo is not written in this, so I guess. Cool. Let's try the vintage mode. There it is. Cool. Sounds really nice. Okay. There are also a set of chords included. So just go back to the studio harmonium and check out some of the chords which are part of the package. Here it is. So in case you're composing Indian tunes or stuff like that, you can get a set of regular scales and chords which are incorporated in music, whether it's in folk music or in classical music. You can find some of the phrases here because, like I said, BAWA is a classically trained harmonium player and a vocalist, and he put forth certain melodies and things which are from the classical space, and so it gives you a flavor of that. So it's a good starting point. You can use these and actually compose a song right on top of it. If you give me these chords, also the cool thing is that if I wanted to give it that kind of a modulation in terms of the wind at the back of the instrument, I can always assign the dry knob to the mod wheel and now give it dynamics like the original instrument. This of course can be recorded into your sequencer. So there's a lot of depth to this instrument. It's not a very one-dimensional kind of thing, where I think in the past it's been attempted, and I think they've pretty much taken one key and mapped it across the whole thing. Here we've sampled each and every key at different levels, with different levels of wind, to give you that space, to give you realism. So that's the whole idea. So this is a few of the samples. Let's pick another one. Let's probably go to a Pahadi rag and check a phrase from there. Okay, this is intended to play at 118. So yeah, let's go to 118. Of course, let me mention again, you can change the tempo, you can change the key, you can do whatever you want. These phrases will fit into your music, so that's not a worry. So if I switch off the octave, you can also get like a single tone kind of sound. And again, like I said, you can speed up the tempo a little and maybe raise the key a bit or lower the key. Let's see. You see that the trills actually that has been performed, when you switch on the legato mode, they become more real. So it's important that when you use the player, you actually switch on the legato mode, and that helps to construct the lead sounds to sound more authentic. Otherwise, it's waiting for the chords to be performed. So our script switches on once you switch on the legato mode, and then that can help you perform the lead sounds perfectly. So these are the MIDI files. There are tons of them, as you can see in the folder, with their tempo and key specified. Of course, the tempo and key can be changed very easily. It's MIDI. I of course encourage you to go and explore this folder and see for yourself what you like, and tamper with the controls, change the modulation wheel into the wind control. Be creative. That's the intention. Thanks again for watching, and if you still haven't got it, please go to Bollywood Sounds and get this harmonium. This is definitely a great virtual instrument to own if you are trying to perform or planning to perform Indian music, or want to have that influence in any of the music that you perform. Thanks again. This is Gaurav signing out. Ciao.